There are 10 fall wardrobe hacks every stylish man over 40 should know. Because fall isn't just another season, it's the moment style gets serious. The air cools, the colors deepen, and every layer starts telling a story about who you've become. But here's what most men miss. They reach for the same heavy sweaters, the same faded jeans, the same worn-out sneakers, thinking it's comfort, when in reality those habits are hiding their best features. You've earned experience, confidence, and presence, and your clothes should reflect that. At this stage, great style isn't about chasing trends or starting from scratch. It's about refinement, about knowing what to keep, what to upgrade, and which small adjustments make the biggest difference. So in this video, I'm breaking down 10 fall wardrobe hacks every stylish man over 40 should know. Simple, timeless moves that take you from dressed for the weather to dressed with purpose. Because real style doesn't fade with age, it sharpens, it simplifies, it becomes quieter, stronger, and far more intentional. And this season, every choice you make should say one thing: this man knows exactly who he is. Chapter 1. Treating fall as just sweater weather. Most men treat fall like an excuse to dig out the same old hoodies and chunky sweaters. They want warmth, but end up buried in fabric, heavy, shapeless, and dull. The truth is, bulk doesn't make you look cozy, it makes you look tired. Comfort's good, but it shouldn't erase your frame. The fix is to trade more for better. Instead of piling on layers, focus on fewer, finer pieces in merino, cashmere, or suede. Fabrics that move with you and show shape without stiffness. These materials breathe, drape cleanly, and get softer over time, which means your comfort looks intentional, not lazy. Start with a cashmere hoodie for weekends, a merino crew neck for layering, and a suede trucker jacket when temps drop. They give texture, depth, and that quiet kind of luxury that feels earned. Pair them with dark indigo jeans or tailored chinos for balance. Slim through the leg but never tight. Stick to neutral tones like camel, navy, and olive. They layer effortlessly and flatter any skin tone. The secret is proportion. Clothes that follow your frame, not swallow it. If you want timeless upgrades, some of my personal favorites are the Quince Mongolian cashmere crew neck down in the description, and Flint and Tinder suede trucker jacket below. Both prove that comfort can still carry presence. Because fall style isn't about surviving the cold, it's about showing you've mastered it. Chapter 2. The 3-tone rule. Fall makes it tempting to go all in on color. The deep reds, burnt oranges, olive greens, and mustards feel seasonal, so guys pile them on. But here's the problem. When everything's rich and warm, nothing stands out. You end up looking more like a fall display than a well-dressed man. Even expensive pieces lose their edge when the palette is chaotic. The fix is to follow the 3-tone rule. One base, one mid, one accent. That's it. It keeps your outfit visually balanced and grounded. Your base is the foundation: navy, charcoal, brown, or black. The mid-tone bridges it: camel, taupe, or olive. The accent is what gives character. Maybe a burgundy scarf, a tan boot, or a subtle plaid overshirt. You can even treat texture as a fourth, invisible color. A wool overshirt layered over a crisp tee adds more contrast than another color ever could. Texture brings depth, while restraint brings confidence. Think of it like music. You don't need every instrument playing at once to make a statement. Just the right harmony between tone, rhythm, and restraint. If you're unsure where to start, try the Buck Mason felted chore coat in navy as your base, the Quince Modal Crew t-shirt as your bridge, and the Red Wing Iron Ranger boot as your anchor. Together, they're simple, sharp, and timeless. Proof that restraint is the most powerful color in your wardrobe. Chapter 3. Layer by texture. Most men think layering means stacking more clothes. A tee, then a flannel, then a hoodie, then a jacket, and somehow it still looks flat. The reason? Every fabric is doing the same thing. All cotton, all matte, all lifeless. When every layer absorbs light the same way, your outfit loses dimension. It looks heavy, not intentional. The hack is simple: layer by texture, not thickness. Mix materials that catch light differently. Pair something crisp against something soft, matte against smooth, structured against fluid. That's what gives your outfit depth and movement, even if you're only wearing 2 or 3 layers. For example, try a wool overshirt over a denim shirt. The wool adds warmth and character, while the denim introduces structure and edge. Or throw a suede trucker over a cotton tee. It's one of the easiest ways to look like you understand style without saying a word. Think of texture as visual contrast. It keeps your look alive while still grounded in neutrals. You don't need more color or more layers, just better fabrics playing off each other. If you're ready to try it, start with the Sandro wool overshirt for that soft, tactile top layer, and the Levi's Barstow Western denim shirt underneath for a structured base. 2 materials, 1 smart contrast. And by the way, I dropped the links for both of these options down in the description so you can check out the look for yourself. Because fall layering isn't about staying warm, it's about staying interesting. And once you learn how to build depth through texture, even your simplest outfits start to look like they belong in a catalog. Chapter 4. Frame your face. Crew necks are comfortable, but they're also the most forgettable neckline a man can wear. They flatten your chest, shorten your neck, and erase definition around your jaw, the very area that communicates presence and maturity. When everything sits at one level, your face blends into your clothes. You don't look bad, you just disappear. The fix is to frame your face with structure. That means collars, not crews. A turtleneck, roll neck, polo, or Oxford instantly draws the eye upward, restoring that sense of height and authority. The slight lift of the neckline gives shape to your posture and definition to your jawline. A small adjustment with a big impact. For cooler days, a fine-gauge roll neck under a jacket adds clean contrast and confidence. In more casual moments, a knit polo with a sharp collar gives you the same effect without the formality. Both options turn a basic outfit into something that looks deliberately composed. Color helps too. Darker shades under lighter layers create natural depth. Think a charcoal roll neck beneath a camel jacket. The contrast frames your face like a well-lit portrait. If you're rebuilding your rotation, start with the John Smedley roll neck sweater for fall layering and the Spear and Mackay knit polo for casual refinement. Two simple swaps that redefine your upper half. Because at 40 and beyond, style isn't just about what you wear, it's about what people notice first. And when you frame your face right, they always notice you. Chapter 5. The Modern Middle Ground. Most men over 40 fall into one of two extremes. Either they overdress in stiff suits that belong in a boardroom, or they swing too casual with joggers and hoodies. Both kill presence in their own way. One looks rigid and outdated, the other looks like you gave up trying. The sweet spot lies right in the middle, smart, casual with structure and stretch. These are pieces that move with you while still giving shape to your frame. Think stretch wool trousers instead of sweats, knit polos instead of tees, and soft-shouldered jackets instead of bulky blazers. They bridge comfort and confidence without sacrificing either. Fit is everything here. A bit of drape through the leg, clean shoulders, and a defined waist create ease without slouch. Textures matter too. Brushed cotton, wool jersey, and knit blends read more natural and modern than traditional suit fabrics. For work or dinner, try pairing the Lestrange London 24 trouser, a tailored pant built with stretch and subtle taper, with the Buck Mason cashmere cotton knit polo that's down in the description. Together they feel like loungewear but look like intent. The key is to dress like your life actually looks. Meetings, dinners, errands, travel. Your clothes should move through all of it seamlessly. Because real style at 40 isn't about chasing comfort or formality, it's about mastering the space between. The man who does that always looks composed, even when everyone else looks confused. Chapter 6. Upgrade to seasonal footwear. Sneakers have become the default shoe for every man, gym days, coffee runs, even dates. And while a clean pair of white leather sneakers can look sharp in spring or summer, once fall hits, they start to look out of place. Lightweight canvas and thin soles don't match heavier fabrics like wool, denim, or flannel. You look seasonally confused, dressed for October from the ankles up, but May from the ankles down. The fix is simple: upgrade to seasonal footwear that adds weight, texture, and balance to your fall outfits. That means boots. Chelsea, chukka, or lace-up. Each bring structure and maturity to your stance. They not only ground your look, but instantly add a few visual inches of height and presence. If your outfits lean casual, a Landon boot gives rugged polish that pairs perfectly with denim or chinos. For a cleaner, dressier alternative, the R.M. Williams Craftsman Chelsea boot delivers the same sophistication in a sleek, city-ready form. Both age beautifully, molding to your stride over time. The goal isn't to abandon sneakers forever, it's to rotate them intelligently. Think of your footwear as part of your seasonal wardrobe, not a year-round default. When your boots match the heft of your outerwear, everything above them suddenly feels more refined, more cohesive, because when the leaves start to fall, your style should too, just not flat onto white sneakers. Chapter 7. Mastering tailored balance. No matter how nice the fabric or expensive the brand, if your clothes don't fit, you'll always look off. Most men over 40 wear sleeves too long, trousers that puddle at the ankles, or jackets that hang like hand-me-downs. The result? You lose your frame, and with it, your presence. The fix is to master proportion. Start by looking at how clothes follow your natural lines. The shoulder seam should end right where your shoulder does. Jacket sleeves should graze the wrist bone. Trousers should have a single clean break above the shoe, not stack like an accordion. When everything fits proportionally, your body looks balanced, athletic, and composed. Proportion is also about contrast. If your pants are slim, keep your top half relaxed. A tailored balance that looks intentional, not tight. And if you're layering, vary the length slightly. An untucked shirt beneath a cropped jacket, or a shorter sweater under a long coat. Those subtle changes create depth without clutter. Tailoring doesn't mean stiffness, it means refinement. Even a casual outfit can look elevated when it respects proportion. If you're rebuilding your basics, start with the Spear and Mackay Slim Oxford shirt for perfect shoulder alignment, and the Banana Republic signature wool trouser for a modern taper that sharpens your silhouette. Because no style hack beats good fit. Once your proportions are dialed in, Even a plain white shirt and gray trouser look like a statement. Quiet, confident, and completely in control. Chapter 8. Build an outerwear rotation. One of the biggest fall mistakes men make is relying on a single coat for everything. You'll see the same jacket worn to the office, on a date, and while walking the dog, and it rarely fits all three. Too light for the cold, too bulky indoors, or simply too formal for casual days. One coat can't carry your entire season. The fix is to build an outerwear rotation that adapts to the weather and the moment. Just like you wouldn't wear the same pair of shoes every day, your outerwear needs variety, not excess, just purpose. Start with something casual and easy. A bomber or trucker jacket for those mild autumn days. It's sharp, masculine, and transitions effortlessly from errands to evenings out. When the rain starts to fall, switch to a trench or field jacket, structured enough to look polished, but practical enough to handle unpredictable weather. And when temperatures drop for real, that's when your wool top coat takes over. Refined, insulating, and quietly powerful. Each piece tells a different story while staying true to your overall aesthetic. The goal is cohesion, not uniformity. Keep your palette consistent. Navy, camel, charcoal, olive, and let texture do the work. If you're curating your rotation, start with the Buck Mason Airlight Ripstop Bomber for casual days and the Saint Laurent wool overcoat for more of a timeless investment piece. Together, they'll cover every season of your style. And yes, you can find both of them down below in the description. Because owning great outerwear isn't about having one perfect coat, it's about being ready for anything with intention. Chapter 9. Finish the frame. Most men over 40 treat accessories as optional, an afterthought. But when you skip them entirely, your outfit often looks unfinished, like a painting missing its frame. The clothes might fit well, the colors might work, but without texture or focal points, everything blends into one flat surface. Accessories are how you show intention without saying a word. The trick is restraint, not more, just better. A single leather belt with a matte buckle, a wool scarf that adds color and texture near the face, a structured leather bag that replaces the old nylon backpack. Each detail refines the story your outfit tells. Start with tactile materials that add quiet richness. Full-grain leather, brushed wool, suede, or canvas. They create contrast against smoother fabrics like cotton or denim, giving depth without flash. Even a well-made bracelet or subtle ring can shift an outfit from nice to considered. Seasonal updates matter too. Fall is the time for texture, swap light canvas, or woven fabrics for heavier leather and wool. It instantly makes your look feel grounded and intentional, even in something as simple as jeans and a sweater. For reliable pieces, start with the Anderson's woven leather belt. Italian-made, timeless, and versatile, and the Rice Picton cashmere scarf, the gold standard for soft, understated luxury. Because accessories aren't extras, they're the punctuation marks of great style. When you finish the frame, you don't just complete the look, you define it. Chapter 10. The Maintenance Mindset. You can spend thousands on fine fabrics, but if you don't care for them, it all unravels, literally and figuratively. Wrinkled shirts, dull wool, and scuffed leather tell the story of a man who stopped paying attention. And that's the one thing true style never forgives: neglect. The solution isn't complicated, it's just consistency. Develop a maintenance mindset, a quiet ritual that keeps your wardrobe alive. Brush your wool coats after wearing them to lift lint and dust. Steam your shirts instead of ironing them flat. It preserves texture and shape. Rotate your shoes to let the leather breathe and use cedar shoe trees to keep their form. These small acts don't just preserve clothes, they preserve presence. Clean, pressed, and polished isn't about perfection, it's about respect. Respect for your investment and for the image you put into the world. A man who takes care of his clothes looks like he takes care of everything else. If you're ready to build the habit, start simple. The Steamery Cirrus No. 3. Steamer down in the description keeps fabrics crisp without damage, while the Saphir Renovateur revives tired leather better than anything else I've used. Because at the end of the day, clothes are tools of communication, and care is the accent that makes every message clear. A well-maintained wardrobe doesn't just look good, it speaks for you, long before you ever say a word. The truth about fall style over 40 is simple. It's not about chasing trends, it's about mastering intention. Every layer, every texture, every detail you choose speaks before you do. The men who stand out aren't louder, they're sharper. Their sweaters drape with purpose. Their jackets fit like confidence. Their clothes look lived in, not worn out. Because when style stops being decoration and starts being self-respect, everything changes. You walk differently. You carry yourself with quiet authority. And people feel it before they even realize why. Down below, you'll find every product mentioned, all personally chosen for their quality, fit, and longevity. Each one built to elevate your wardrobe without overcomplicating it. And if you're serious about refining not just your wardrobe, but your entire presence as a man over 40, join my free school community. Inside, you'll get access to the Gentleman's Blueprint, a step-by-step system built to help you master style, confidence, and the kind of presence that commands respect. Refinement isn't about having more, it's about making what you already own work harder. And that's exactly what these upgrades are made for. Less guessing, more living. Because when you care about the details, you don't just dress for the season, you define it. If this video gave you new ideas or reminded you it's never too late to refine your style, hit like, subscribe, and keep building a wardrobe that evolves with you, one piece at a time.